Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another scene for the living world of darkness, Rage Across New York, wherein 110 Point is making her daily pilgrimage to the training grounds, perhaps later than usual in the day, as she has been lingering a good bit at the Seeker's cabin, and certainly as much as possible in Aiden's company. But duties are duties, and duty calls, so more likely than not, with Aiden's accompaniment, she's going to go ahead and report her ass to the training grounds far, far later than the usual midday where it's avoided by other members of the Sept. And we'll make her usual approach to this fucking pole, her best friend. Yeah, the one over there, one with the blood stains, right about her knuckle level. That's the one. Tellurian.
Yeah, Aiden is there walking with her. He's actually training himself, observing her while he's training, like shouting at her like 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, 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 basically, giving basic boxing instructions. But each shout is getting more and more aggressive, basically, as he's training himself.
Yep, and with each call, her knuckles go into this pole, completely unprotected by wraps or padding, anything of the sort. Perhaps not with her usual gusto at the get-go, but particularly as Aiden trains and his voice becomes more aggressive, her punches become more sincere, more force is put behind them, and yeah, it won't be too long before her knuckles start splitting.
And yeah, Aiden is a very unforgiving trainer.
Killing me, Smalls.
Huh? What?
What you doing over there, buddy?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
She's late. There's something to go with.
Go to the training grounds. Just do it.
You know what? She's
Dallas is still recovering from her hangover, basically.
Dallas is going to wake up.
Grab a
There's
brush
going to
and put
be
a
like
little
that
makeup.
pile of that pile. You know how the training grounds, like the fighting circles, are covered in sawdust
Probably.
to cushion falls and things like that. So the one training circle, which hasn't been in use all day, suddenly that's close enough to Aiden and 10 Point, suddenly begins to move a bit, as if though there's something moving under the sawdust.
And look over.
Yeah.
Dallas, tis yourself, with a smile.
There'll be a pause in the hammering against the post.
How's the head?
Dallas sort of pokes her head out from the mound, her hair in wild disarray, her eyes bloodshot, somewhat glazed. She just kind of lets out a yawn. I don't even remember how I got here.
How's the head then, Dallas? Smirks.
She just kind of gives like a thumbs up. Anybody got any water? I got a really bad case of cotton mouth.
Yeah, and I hand over one of those, 2-liter water bottles.
She'll take a sip out of it, start plucking bits of sawdust out of her eyelashes and off the corner of her lips, and just kind of shakes her head from side to side to get as much as the loose she can out of her hair. I think at some point I cleaned the bar with somebody at Red Bones. Yeah. I can't remember if it was a kinfolk or if it was another group. I'm not sure. But I've always wanted to clean the bar with somebody, and I cleaned the bar with him.
Blink.
He grabs somebody by the back of their pants, the back of their collar, throw them up on top of the bar top, and then run them down the length of it.
Oh. And her fists have slowly kind of lowered. The knuckles are already knitting themselves back together because the damage wasn't very severe as of yet. And it's somewhat belatedly that, seeing as Dallas seems to be responsive, she'll go ahead and go through the whole process of going to her knees and putting up her chin.
She's not even really like paying attention at the moment. She's still kind of like looking around, dazed and confused.
The sawdust moves a little extra as Felix zips up his pants. No, I'm kidding. No.
For shame.
For shame. Litany break. No. Felix makes his way in. As usual, he has his 1 or 2 power walks through the Sept a day, and happens to be passing by the training grounds with his earbuds in when he spots some friends, and decides, yeah, fuck it, I've had a good day. Makes a beeline straight for the training grounds, and only when he's within what you would consider speaking range does he pull out the earbuds and drape them over the tops of his ears, like you do. Looks straight at Aiden and says, "What up, Yuff?"
And she tips
How you
under.
doing? Shirtless and looking over. Obviously like pounding, basically, really aggressively. How you doing, Felix?
Pretty good. Real productive day. Same old, same old. Except not. I ate a whole pizza by myself, and I made a fetish, and I'm gonna go home after this, and probably watch a movie. I don't know. And he looks over at like 10 point in the middle of his like nervous little stutter, and like gives her the nod. The nod.
She'll go ahead and get up and dust off her legs.
Wow, this has got to be the quietest I have ever seen all 3 of you fuckers. And he like points.
Dallas responds by like she's not paying attention, but she takes her thumb, puts it over her right nostril, and blows, and just like and snots out like a good bit of just dry sawdust out of her sinuses. Hi, Felix.
Hi, Dallas. You look particularly experienced today.
You're an artful orator, you know that?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Which dice roll are we in?
I did not set up. Let me do that.
Okay, sorry. I have to roll emotions, I just remembered.
How dare.
Emotions!
Which one are we in?
We will be in Werewolf.
Werewolf Dice rolled. Okay.
Yep, he feels him. Okay, so he when Dallas says that, he smirks a little bit and goes, So, how have you been?
Not too
I directed
bad.
at oh, did you just roll I'm not peeing that because why not? Hey,
Look,
hey,
you
that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, he wasn't hiding anything. But what you do particularly gather with that peony is that perhaps there's there was a bit of struggle in his face, something that people don't usually catch. There's a bit of struggle in his expression before his smirk.
Looks like you could use another drink. Says as she gets up and starts dusting herself off. Literally.
Probably something to do with that howl.
What? How?
Less you know, the better, Dallas.
Oh, no.
She made another howl.
No.
She made another howl.
She's gonna walk over to where Aiden is. She's gonna find a stump, pick it up, set it down, and then sit right in front of him, like somebody does, waiting for story time.
Wait, you said she's picking up a stump?
Or well, not like a stump, but like like a piece
bench.
of like a.
Oh, so sorry.
Not like a bench, but like
I just imagine this get-a-room
Okay.
pulling a stump, roots and all, out of the ground.
I
Sorry.
mean, if she was on, she probably could. But no, you know how like when you cut a tree, when you cut a tree down and then like it's not, and you like cut it up in sections.
Yeah, I got you. My bad. Sorry.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those. She picks it up and she carries it over, sits down in front of him, and looks like somebody who's anticipating story time.
Sorry.
That's what she does.
I'm still sorry.
She howled or something, apologizing to Felix. Well, in a way, apologizing to Felix, and then broke her jaw by the sounds of things.
Apologize to Felix.
Yeah. That's part of the deal I made. Made sure she apologized to the foster. It was more of a backhanded apology, but it's an apology and I'll take it. Just shows what type of person she is. But it's done.
To be fair, when we met, I told her that I didn't care if she was sorry or not. It was difficult to tell, honestly. Again, I didn't care, but it was difficult to tell if there was any empathy whatsoever.
There is none. She doesn't have any. And he'll kind of say that quite coldly as he's walking over beside 10 Point, picking up his club.
Regardless, it's over now, and that's all I care about.
Why? So, Felix, you up for training? 10 Point.
Training 10 Point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the Sept would appreciate me firing off rounds in the middle of Central.
Not with a gun, with your fists. She needs to learn how to fight.
Can you not fight with your fists, Felix?
I can fight with my fists. I just don't want to.
You're going to have to learn, big man. You shake his head.
Dallas stands up. She walks in between the two Fosters. And as she does, she puts a hand on each of their shoulder, stops for a minute, back so her chin goes up and her throat's exposed. And then she shakes her head from side to side so those thick sawdust-filled strands of hair just go flap, 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 flap before walking over to 10 Point. And she looks at 10 point.
You look over at that. Basics. Nothing too strenuous just yet. I say very calmly.
You think you can handle a hungover get today? 10 point?
I will try, yes.
Dallas nods, takes the vest off, just tosses it aside, cracks her neck. Someone got a bucket nearby just in case.
Always keep one with me.
Good idea.
Blink.
I don't actually have a bucket.
Neat. She
Some
says,
point we'll
shaking her head.
actually depart very briefly to go and fetch one, bring it back, and set it alongside the whatever circle they happen to be closest to.
Right. See? Nice. And she'll hold up each of her arms. And look at 10 point. I hope you're ready for this. These aren't claws, but they don't feel good either.
She draws in a breath and brings up her own fists, as she's been doing for a while now, and simply says, I've had worse, Raya.
Actually, you know what? She's just gonna. She's. Bleh. I'm off my game tonight. Katie,
Hmm?
what did 10 point say? Because I didn't catch all of that.
She said, I've had worse.
She nods. And she just has both arms up and she's like, your move.
No boy. Pull up my shit. God, she's bad. Need 1 second to double check a thing real fast. I'm pretty sure one of her stats is higher than it is on that sheet. It is, in fact. No, 2. You're all fucking ridiculous. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh my god. What is wrong with you people? No. Okay, throwing a punch. Throwing a punch now. Guys, throwing a punch.
Dallas block. Blah, 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 blah.
Blocked.
She blocks. And she will, as she does that, she looks at 10 point and sort of scoffs. Gonna have to penetrate another Gara's defenses if you actually want to make your strikes mean something. And she'll kind of push 10 point back a bit. And she'll swear up again. This time spending 2 rage. Waiting for 10 point.
She,
Broke up there. What?
She will also spend a point of rage, and she's gonna go for it again. God help her, she's trying.
Well, she's consistent.
Yep. 2 successes.
Dallas will again block. God damn it.
Yep. Oh, Jesus. With a flourish.
So yeah. And we are in rage actions. Your go.
She's gonna try once more. God. She's
Mhm.
definitely tucking into it. Wow. She's really tucking into it.
Damn.
I'm gonna say this is probably a swing roughly at her head level.
Same as the first. Please, God, let me block this so Endpoint don't put me in a hearse. Hey,
Son
what
of
do
a
you know?
bitch!
She's going to follow up on her second rage action with probably nothing, but you never know.
I will ready my soak.
Oh.
Not too bad. She soaks one of it. So she takes a
She kind of...
flop.
Go ahead.
No, that's pretty much it. She takes a thwop, but it's like baby hands for a get. Let's be honest. One bashing gets through. She gets like a little. It's probably one of those things where the person at the last minute like opens their hand and just kind of slaps you on the face, like boop. More insult than injury, really.
She at this point, Dallas is moving a little bit more freely, sort of waking up more or less, and it's like you're dropping your left hand. You're dropping your left hand. Come on, try again.
And yeah, I will spend another point of rage for this round. I have taken a point of damage. And this time, she's gotten the pop and instead goes for a kick, swinging up that foot since she's gotten kind of in the clinch. Yeah.
What did she just try to do? Oh, never mind.
She is she is complying with the pack link.
Oh God! What did she try to do?
Just swinging a foot up between her legs. It's probably not going to actually cause any serious damage because that shit isn't hanging out there on Dallas as far as I know.
Plus 1 damage, and I mean it's diff 7. That's pretty damn good, all things considered.
It's 2 successes. Get it? So no block this time, or oh, there we go.
She's gonna try and tank it.
She's gonna try to tank it.
Okay. So my kick damage. It's not a lot. That is 1 whole bashing. Waste of a perfectly
This is actually a response in character. No. And she's gonna punch. And boy, does she punch.
Oh boy. I didn't declare it, so fucking swang.
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 Swang away.
Oh, Jesus.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4 bashing.
2 of which is soaked. So yeah, she takes a harder
Very
clock
nice.
this time.
Aiden just looks over
Dallas
here
just-
as they're doing this. Yeah.
And
Oh,
did
no,
you
keep
spend
going.
any rage?
I did.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You did too.
Yes, I did. Ooh.
Okay.
And at 3, I believe I'm at a -1. So actually, it's bashing. Never mind. I regen down to. I'd be at 2. No,
Wouldn't
for
that be
this,
at
I'd
the
be at
start
3
of the-
still. Actually,
Yeah.
no, I'd be at 2 because the first one would have regened the next round. So
Yeah.
I'm at 2. So I've still got a full pool. I
Because she
think.
has hacks.
Or no, at 2, you're at -1, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm used to playing Stone Claire. So that's 1. Are you tanking or are you taking it? Or pardon, are you tanking or are you blocking?
Thinking.
Comes my glorious damage pool for my punches.
Punchy, punchy.
2. Woohoo!
No.
Oh. Popper. In the mouth, and now she's taking damage. Now she gets an extra rage. Not in a rage action, but she just kind of smirks. Good.
Her eyes widen ever so slightly, just because I imagine that gives her even more focus. She's definitely awake now. Shit.
Something better than a cup of coffee. Or maybe not. It's one.
Soaked.
Yeah, you're fine.
So yeah, she makes a swing back, and she lands a little, but 10 point doesn't seem phased. And again, she's regenerating fairly quickly, so down to 1. Spending another rage.
Dallas will spend 3.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Oh,
Oh Jesus! A swing and a miss.
Oh. I gotta weigh my options in this one because I'm thinking about doing something. Probably better not to do it. Would be able to break out a great buttercup line.
Do it
Oh,
out.
well.
Do it though.
Do you want me to do it?
Do it.
Okay. If it's what you want. One of those 3 rays is going to be used to go up to Glabro. She's not going to go into Krenos because Krenos does lethal. As we learned yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the eyes widen a
But
bit
she
again,
comes up
appreciably.
Go ahead.
It's just she's she's got her guard up. She's waiting for that next shot, and she pops up to Glabro, and the eyes kind of pop a second, like shit. She definitely
What?
sinks
Did
into
you
her
expect
guard
the
there.
battle to be fair? And swing bada. Oh,
Swung.
okay. Is she dodging? Blocking?
No, just
Something?
prepping my soak
Something?
because I can't also blow my rage on a shift in my turn or in your turn.
Yeah. So, she tanking this?
She's got to in order to use that
All right.
that point.
All right then. It's gonna be 9 dice of backing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One of it is soaked. That is one hell of a clock. Like, the fist plows right through her guard. Like, it's not that she didn't have them in the right place. It's just there's definitely force enough to plow through it and into, like, right at her breastbone and actually, like, knock her back a good step with the sound of her breath just kind of whooshing out.
Yeah. I do believe when it goes over your stamina, you are stunned diddly-und.
Are you stunned or do you roll? I don't remember.
I think you're stunned.
Oh, yep. Then very well. Yeah. It knocks the breath completely out of her, and she is kind of choking to get it back for a second there. So, yeah. Rage blown.
I just want you to know that you did ask for this out of character.
Damn straight I did.
Didn't ask for Glabro.
3 successes. So that's 8 dice of bashing. Not as good on the first rage action. Doesn't do any damage.
Oh, fantastic.
On the second rage action, however,
That's what, 3?
3. So second verse, same as the first. Two bashing.
None of it soaked. That's what, 4,
So-
5, 6. She's barely conscious. She's looking like shit. Like, she's barely upright. She's definitely got that knocked silly look about
Expression.
her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And she's stunned, isn't she?
For 2? No. You ate my rage action, not my normal action.
Okay.
So yeah, she's still there.
What's the 10-point doing?
I don't know, because I assume her dice pools are essentially at 0 with this hard of a
Oh yeah, more or less.
actually at 0, 1, 1. And at the next round she'll be down to 6 or down to 5. So she'll be at -2. So yeah. She gonna do a dumb and try to land one right on the button. Fuck it. Shame you can't spell willpower in combat. It would have been worth it. Nope. She tries. You could tell she's going for a shot like right on that point of the chin.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all,
Nonetheless.
considering how she's a little bit weak-legged, it probably like straight falls short and barely skims.
Now it's just size and two successes. That's 7 dice.
Oop, wait. Sorry. Typoed. Yes, soaked.
Good on ya.
Yep, she's still trying. She's looking a wee bit better. She's still not steady, but she is gonna swing again. And she is again going to do something ridiculous and go right for the frickin' eye. Like, make it even harder on herself. Nope. Falls short again.
I hope this doesn't turn into another aidening.
You will not drop me.
That is 3 successes, so 8 dice of bashing. One, two, three.
Oh.
Oh, and that's it. That's the pop. That one last pop. And she just...
So Dallas sort of just looking at her, where she's kind of like, I'm assuming kind of like standing half hunched over with her hand still up, but
Yep.
leaking.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Dallas just lets out the sigh and uppercuts 10 point to put her down for a nap.
And yeah, she takes the pop. She reels for half a second, trying desperately to keep her feet under her, and the knees just kind of give, and she hits the dirt, falling backwards.
Aiden just looks over Felix, you know.
Huh.
It's getting better.
Dallas will walk over, grab one of the bottles of water, and she'll just sort of empty its contents on 10 Point's face to wake her up.
Yeah, the delicious irony here is that she can soak a beating pretty well, so it's only moments before she's starting to blink again, and then gets a face full of water and kind of jolts a bit in shock and gives her head a shake, rubbing at her face, wincing when she realizes that was a mistake, ceasing to rub at her face, and starts stubbornly to clamber up to her feet again.
You need a lot of work, but you're better than I expected.
What was Felix saying?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, with Felix and Torna, or shit, with Felix and Aiden, just kind of looking at each other on the side after all is said and done. Felix is just like, did she have to hit her in Glabro?
Aiden will just rub a little bit of stubble that he's after getting. Aye, makes sense, really. I mean, no Black Spiral Dancer's gonna fucking give you a wee smack and homage, are they?
No, you're right. You're right.
Do you want to see something? Do you want to see something, Felix? Right. You see, what I've noticed, right, is he's lifting up this club. Watch this. You know, walk over, whistling. The club once on the floor over at 10 Point, basically.
Oh, you
Staring
could
at her
tell
almost
she
expectantly.
took the listening pose when he heaved the club up in the first place. Thankfully, she's knitting very rapidly. The bruises are fading and nigh completely gone. And he just taps the ground with it?
Yep, just boom. And looks at
And
her
all of
almost
a sudden,
expectantly.
10 Point is walking over.
Hefts the club over his shoulder. What's the lesson?
That the
What
fight
did
will
you
never
learn?
be fair, Raya.
Precisely. And what are you going to do next time?
Be just as unfair, Raya.
Precisely. Now that's 3 times now you've not done what I've told you in each of our trainings.
For what it's worth, she did on those final 2 weak-ass punches. She really did try, but
Oh yeah,
she
yeah,
definitely failed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's He knows you tried, but you failed. You know, that type of thing.
Yep. She unconsciously, really, her head kind of ducks. Her eyes
So-
drop.
What are you gonna do about it? Or do I have to remind you?
No, Rhea.
I want to see blood for not doing the lesson properly. Understand?
Yes, Rhea.
Train. You say snarling, basically.
And she definitely kind of quick steps that first couple steps and moves back over to her post.
You rest the club on his shoulder, walk back over to Felix. Discipline, you say?
Felix stares at that club for a good second, and then to Aiden right in the face, and just sort of gives a nod.
Aiden's
And in the
gonna
background is the rhythmic thumping of unguarded knuckles against a wooden post.
Aiden's gonna totally read Felix, because I want to see something. Ooh.
Let me a second. Let me manip sub that. Probably should have in the first place. Okay. Hey, would you look at that?
Oh, so you just sees the relaxed, probably demeanor of Felix.
Hmm?
Well, wouldn't you agree, Felix? Discipline is the most important thing.
Of course. Yeah. Wouldn't
Well,
be
he'd
where we
look
are
over.
if we were undisciplined.
He'd look over. You see, my dead mother taught me one valuable lesson. You can have all the discipline in the world, but if you don't reinforce it, you'll break apart.
Right. Yeah.
He'll give him a look. I'm surprised, Felix. You look uncomfortable.
No. No, this I don't know. Usually I'm home by now.
I see. I mean, you're welcome to shore and the lessons you've learned. Just remember, discipline.
Of course. Yeah.
He'll relax. You see, as he will take out one of the knives and he notches into the club. That's 3 times she's not listened, so I'm just being, like any good teacher would, forceful. Nods at him.
Yeah, I've bloodied my knuckles plenty of times. The sept of the wind catchers, it happens. You learn.
There will eventually be kind of a not a full horrible sickening sound, but there's definitely an audible crack, and it's not the post. The thumping doesn't stop.
Do you want to know the first lesson I learned about discipline as a cub, Felix?
A bite?
Dallas should hear this as well. Right, I was in Silver Tara, back in Ireland. I was very young. It was actually coming up just for me rite of passage. And this young Claith, his name was Damien O'Malley, made fun of my sister, called her a whore. I snapped. And I nearly bet him to death. So what the den mother decided to do is they had the Aroons beat me consistently over 7 days, and dumped back in front of the cub cabin every night. I learned a lesson. Discipline. Now, I got a bit crazy yesterday, so I'm reinforcing that lesson. As a reminder, self-discipline is everything. Have I bothered you, Felix? And he'll like crane his head almost curiously. He's totally gonna PD you again.
But it's up again.
Whoa, 5.
5, yeah, my pool literally can't break that. So, yeah, Felix looks, you do get that, the vague suspicion of yeah, he's uncomfortable. You know for certain that, like, in his, like, physical motions, the way he's standing, the way he's not talking much, he's definitely uncomfortable.
What's bothering you, Felix?
Well, it's about, things outside of, you've got and he points to his ring finger. Yeah.
You think I'd do that to her?
No, I mean, and he, like, looks to make sure Dallas and 10 Point aren't looking right at him when he, like, gestures to himself.
I think you need to explain, Felix.
All right, yeah. I just, and he leans a little closer and quiets his voice a bit more so the others don't hear. I kind of miss Taylor.
You miss Taylor?
Yeah.
Hmm.
She went to go hang out with a friend of hers recently, and yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
So he put his arm around him, turning him back towards 10 Point, going ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom into the
there's another
pole.
sickening pop. Willpower check. She's still going.
He leans right down, so he's like got his arms on his shoulders and, like, leans in, that sort of friendly bro type thing. Says in his ear, "Watching 10 Point makes you miss Taylor?"
No, I never said that. It's just been in my head. Whole walk over, before the walk.
Just nods. Just nods quite casually. I see. Do you know why I'm doing this, Felix? Do you know why he clicks his fingers over to Dallas? She's doing this.
It's like you said, it's discipline. I don't disagree with it.
Oh, I think it was sawdust in that.
See, the thing that William White won't get, rubs his chin, the thing that Alana doesn't get, things that most people, actually seriously, my own tribe mate doesn't get. We're saving her from the worm, you do realise? Because she's a product of that.
I see. I don't know. I don't typically dabble in the affairs of Metis, so.
It's Sakaro's responsibility of them. We should. Because if we don't, look at the Forlorn situation.
Well, you're doing a fine job, and I'll have no part in it.
After all, Felix. And he turns him very slowly so you look right into Aiden's eyes. The worm twists everything, so feeling uncomfortable about doing this. It's not something we should do, should it?
Never said I was uncomfortable with this.
Your body did. You smile at him.
Oh.
But it's all right. Most people are uncomfortable, I found, in the Garo Nation. I just thought, seeing Chicago, you'd understand. I'm surprised.
Dallas Mosey's on over. What's the deal?
Felix is a wee bit uncomfortable. Not that he has a problem with it, he's just uncomfortable with the level of discipline we're applying. He understands the lesson, it's just I don't think he was ready for the enforcement of it. Am I right?
I can speak for myself, Aiden.
I was just explaining. I raised his hands. I mean, no offense, Felix.
No,
Dallas looks at Felix just kind of with one eyebrow quirked, but there's like no real expression of judgment or anything on her face.
whatever happens here is none of my business. I don't care, really. I don't want to get involved.
Aiden's going to read you again because Aiden is also thinking, Felix? Oh. And I fail, so I don't see shit.
And with all those 3 dice, let's see what happens.
I don't see shit.
Got a success. You're the defender. I ain't got shit. Dallas just kind of shrugs. You don't want to be involved. You don't have to be.
Exactly.
Oh, no, we're not making it. Don't worry. I'm not William White. I don't tell you what you need to think.
I don't know. I just,
Felix Raya.
yes.
Yesterday was a pretty rough day for everyone you see in front of you. Failings all across us. Failing to protect a pack mate. Failing to even uphold your Gaia-given duty. Failure to resist the machinations of the worm. It's the way that we're going to work towards vigilance to make sure it doesn't happen again. It's not soft or easy or kind. It just is what it is.
I reiterate, I don't really care.
Tamer of Dragons.
I
Tamer
don't
of
think he just
Dragons.
likes touching him. He just shakes his head. I trust Felix's judgment. He's proved himself a Foster. And my friend looks over at Dallas. I'm not worried about Felix. He'll smile very warmly at Felix, like, yeah, we're bros,
And he tightens his face muscles into a half smirk.
Huh. Aiden's going to read that.
Oh, of course.
That's 3.
That's 4.
Damn. Shit. All right. Shit. Like I said, Felix, I have no intention of preaching rhetoric at you. Not at all. I trust you. You're my friend.
Well, like I said, this is your business. This is your pack mate. It's none of mine. I'm not responsible for anyone other than myself. And that's how I would like it to stay.
You should pack up soon, Felix. Gives him actually quite a serious nod.
Maybe. I'm working on that.
Lone wolfing is bad. We all know that.
Lone wolfing is what leads to Ronin eventually becoming a future that one has to look forward to.
How long did our former worm foe remain packless?
I
Look
never
what
knew
happened.
your former worm foe.
But look what happened to him in the end. He gives Aiden kind of the look, like you saw him.
There's more to that. As there always is. I won't pretend to understand. I won't pretend to know all about it either.
Like I said, lone wolfing is bad. And eventually losing that, it hurts. But it's going to happen to all of us eventually. We're going to lose the things we care about and love, but we got to keep fighting. Because otherwise, what's the point?
I'm sorry, I seem to recall some comment about William White telling others what to believe. That's a bit of a stretch.
Then there's the head twist. I see. All right then, Felix. He's gonna roll manip sub because that stung. That stung like a motherfucker. That's 3 successes. Mask his emotions.
Yeah, I'll just say Felix isn't looking into it too hard.
Did that push through the pack link at all?
Yep. Oh yeah. And Aiden will just, I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna go train. Smiles and will pick up his club and beat the ever-loving fuck out of the nearest dummy that he finds. It's
gonna say-
very violent and aggressive. You know?
That shit hits the just the raw emotion hits the pack link, and suddenly that rhythmic thumping, one of the thumps doesn't come.
Alice crosses her arms over her chest and looks over at Felix. Wow. And here I was thinking I had a franchise on putting people off.
I like to live a very specific lifestyle. And until something comes along that makes me want to change it, I will continue living it.
It's your life. Unless someone of greater rank tells you to be in a pack, I don't think anybody's going to push the issue. She'll stretch her arms out behind her head and sort of lean back, kind of cracking a few vertebrae. All the same, though, it's good to have people watching your back, just on a pragmatic sense.
I have friends, and I have people that will watch my back. And that doesn't mean that I need packmates.
She shrugs. Suit yourself, but we can't deny what we are. Felix Ray. I'm part wolf. We're better together than we are apart. But, that being said, if you're good with a knife and someone hands you a spear, something you're not ready to use, shrugs.
Then you always carry a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've made Fostern. You've shown that you're at least capable of being somewhere in the ranks, right there in the middle. Means that there has to be some good judgment that you've shown at some point.
Uh-huh. Speaking of judgment, I think you're doing a lot of it right now. Isn't there a dummy you've got to beat on?
Well, Aiden's got my favorite dummy, so she kind of shrugs.
Oh.
He is. Yeah, both the two of you can see Aiden is I mean, really fucking aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
10 Point hasn't restarted her punching either. She's keeping a wary eye over on Aiden as he beats the literal stuffing out of this dummy.
I mean, yeah, it's
beating
coming.
that
It's coming.
homie so goddamn
It's
hard.
coming.
Get out of my head, Vinny.
It's coming.
I beat the fuck out of that dummy so goddamn hard.
goddamn
My
hard,
left
my
arm
head.
is gone numb.
Oh, practically, yeah,
Lift
pretty much. Like the thing is coming apart basically with each hit he hits it with.
she just shakes her head.
Felix,
It's not really judgment, Raya.
Felix,
This isn't my judgment face.
Felix just gives Dallas a pat on the back and says, "Pick a new favorite dummy," and walks off.
But I named that one. It's got Justin written across the chest.
Oh, he's walking away. He's
Great talking to you, buddy.
Tempine is now, as Felix is departing, will be still staring fairly steadily at Aiden as he does terrible, terrible things to, what was it, Jason? Jason's fucked.
Justin.
Justin's fucked.
There's one final thump as the thing just falls apart, basically.
Dallas just kind of shivers with a smirk. And under her breath, she just mutters, "Someday. Someday." She'll go over and look at Aiden's handiwork, kind of give a whistle, which I won't do because then Katie will be mad at me.
She will. Whistling into microphones is a crime and a sin against humanity.
Well, Aiden, you killed it.
Yeah,
It's an inanimate fucking object.
I know the reply I want to give.
Come on, do it. Do it.
As Aiden takes the rage, there's a snarl. You're an inanimate fucking object. He turns and cracks 10 points straight across in the stomach, basically with the club.
Yep.
I just rolled some damage because Aiden has lost it completely. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm really sorry, Katie. That's actually 5 successes because the club is like a beast of a thing. That's 5. Calculate my fucking damage.
Well, I get the feeling 10 points. It's like, not through the not through the body, not through the body.
That is we'll take away the 6. 1,
Still
2,
5.
3. That's 5.
I can hope. Well, she soaks 2. But that's
Yeah,
still
you
like
just-
a full-on swing with the club out of nowhere. She's gonna eat dirt.
And you are an inanimate, he puts his foot in his throat, on her throat, fucking object. Just, storms basically away, Fucking menace as he spits on the ground basically and just keeps walking, shaking with anger basically.
Yep. She doesn't try to get back up initially. She gets a foot across her throat briefly. And will sit there for a couple seconds to regenerate some of that damage and let him get a good lead. And then we'll kind of hazard a glance at Dallas to see if she's protesting as she begins to move to get herself back up off the ground.
Dallas has actually reached down to help pluck her up by the back of the collar.
Oh, well, that works. She is very suddenly on her feet. That went fast. And
Cool.
she'll, give a light nod of thanks.
She doesn't let go, though.
Yeah, she goes to turn as if to take a stride after Aiden, and well, her ability to make forward momentum seems to have been stifled somewhat by the hand still gripping the back of her shirt.
Out of respect for Aiden, and to make sure you don't get yourself incapacitated and out of fighting shape, let him be for a bit. That's going to take a minute to cool off.
I don't intend to intrude, Raya, merely to make sure that if he comes across others, he has a preferable target.
He's a big boy. He can handle himself. You, on the other hand, still need work. And she'll point at a training dummy. I'm graduating you.
She looks at the training dummy and then continues to look in the direction Aiden has gone because she's still getting pulses through the pack link.
I'm going to start showing you what you're doing wrong. I want you to pay attention.
Yes, Raya.
She lets go and walks over to let's say that this one's name is Colin, the training dummy.
All right. Yeah, she is deposited in front of Colin. Colin is thankfully not going to have nearly as bad a day as Justin just did. Poor Justin. We knew him well. And yeah, with some measure of distraction, because let's face it, she really can't help herself. She'll probably get a cuff or two to get her attention back on what's happening, but yeah, 10 Point will get some pointed instruction, and unless Aiden goes and picks a fight, will thankfully stay planted as she's been told to.
Aiden just goes home and locks his door and trashes his room.
Oh, then in that case, with this, will this end the romance? Find out next time on The Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York.